On this week's episode, Dr. Rob and I discuss what muscle groups are limiting your golf game and how to strengthen them. And I'm here this week with Dr. Rob, and we're going to talk about getting prepared for golf season. It's coming up, even though there's still snow on the ground, it's going to eventually get nice outside. Dr. Rob, so almost all pro golfers have chiropractors, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I were just even a normal person that golfed 3 to 5 times a week, how important would it be for me to come in here?
I mean, you put a lot of strain on the joints just because golf's such a one-sided sport. You know, if you were swinging the opposite direction, you kind of balance out the muscle imbalances, but you don't. You really only train one side. So you want to keep muscle imbalances as small as possible.
Unless I'm ambidextrous.
Well,
and
I mean, you could, but
yeah.
It'd be pretty tough.
So biggest problem areas that you see for typical golfers?
Typical, usually lack of mobility in the hips, lack of mobility in the mid-back, and the shoulders as well.
Okay. And what common swing faults can that lead to?
Usually you're going to see those people, they have a pretty arm-heavy swing. They're not really using their lower body to come through the ball, usually like an over-the-top swing fault.
Okay, and do you have a program in the office that kind of helps with that swing fit or something?
Yeah, because we'll generally look at general areas where mobility is a problem, kind of give some stretches, some exercises to loosen that up, and then get you kind of back out to plan.
Okay, and we're going to do a short circuit coming up after Rainey's Fitbit that'll kind of lead you through certain areas that you need to strengthen and mobilize in order to prepare for golf season, and something that you should continue to do throughout golf season.
Exactly, yeah.
That's important. Okay, that'll be up next.
Hi, I'm Rainey. Welcome to the Fitbit of the Week. This week we're talking about preparing for the golf season. So I'm going to go over a little bit of a warm-up that you should be doing before you do your golf workout. So when you're at the gym getting ready to work out, you should be doing this prior to that. So let's first talk about why it's really important to warm up. Warming up increases your body temperature, so your body is literally warming up. And by warming up your muscles, it's gonna help help you have less potential for injuries while you're working out. Also, increasing your blood flow to the muscles will make it easier for the nutrients to get to those muscles, and then that will help aid in energy production, which you will need during your workout. All right, so we're gonna do 5 different things. I'm just calling this a dynamic warm-up because you are gonna be moving around. It's less standing still and stretching. It's more moving around just to get those muscles going, get the blood flowing. So the first one we're gonna do is just knee grabs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab at the front of my knee. I'm gonna pull up towards my chest. If you can, pull up onto your toe, and then you're going to alternate. So you're going back for the other leg, switching back and forth. You want to do, 10 to 15 reps on each side. You're kind of getting a stretch, but you're also just kind of getting your muscles moving and getting them ready. The next one is heel grabs. So we're going to kind of the opposite. We're going to take and pull from the back. So your hand right about at your ankle. If this one, again, if any of these are hard on your balance, stay near a wall so you maybe have something to help you stand upright. But you're gonna pull at the ankle back, just bringing your heel towards your butt, but you wanna kind of leave a little bit of a gap there. You don't wanna bring it too far back so then your knee starts to point back. You wanna keep your knee facing down. So again, you're gonna alternate, pulling up, switching to the other side, just alternating like this. And again, don't rush these. Make sure you're just doing them nice and easy so you may know that you're doing them correctly too. The next one is shin grabs. So for this one, you're going to grab at the knee and the ankle, and you're going to pull it up at the same time. So you don't want to pull more at the knee and you don't want to pull more at the ankle. You want to pull both of them together. So kind of like this. Again, you're alternating this one. This one you're gonna feel the stretch kind of in your glutes, down here in your hips. You wanna do your 10 to 15 reps on each side. Just really get it stretched out. All right. The next one is more kind of like standing in one place. We're gonna stretch our adductors. You're gonna feel this kind of like in the groin area on the inside of your legs here. You're gonna stand with your feet decently wide, your toes kind of pointed forward. You're gonna kind of squat to one side. So I'm pushing my hips back like I'm squatting, kind of lunging to the side, but I'm feeling the stretch on the opposite leg where it's straight. So I'm feeling it right through there on the inside. But the reason that I want you to push your hips back, squat to one side, is I want you to keep that knee above your foot. You don't want to lean into it and your knee go forward this way, because then you're going to probably cause an injury to your knee, which obviously that's not what we're looking to do. So keep the knee right above the foot. Feel that stretch through here. You want to alternate sides. Again, do 10, 15 reps on each side and really get those adductors stretched out. All right, the last one is a little more complicated. So if you're just starting, if you're not used to lunging, I would wait on this one until you get used to lunging. What you're gonna do is a walking lunge. So you're just walking forward, lunging, and also twisting. So again, if your balance is off, probably not a good one to start with. So to lunge, you're gonna step forward, decent amount, because what I need you to do is keep the knee above the foot. So when you go down into your lunge, your knee stays right above your foot, and it's not going forward this way. You keep that heel down so that that knee stays right above the ankle, and you're going to twist towards your front leg, the leg that's in the front, this way. So twist. You can step up and together to kind of like gather yourself so you stay balanced. Switch legs. Again, go down, twist towards your front leg, down, twist, twist, just like that. All right, so that pretty much covers a decent amount of exercise you could do for a warm-up. Again, I was talking about doing 10 to 15 reps on each leg. You really want to make sure those muscles are warm by the time that you are finished. If you feel like you've gone through all of them, you still feel pretty tight or stiff, I would go through it again. You know, make sure that you are nice and warm before you ever go and start lifting heavy weights, especially because you don't want to injure yourself. But yeah, that's all I have for this week. So this has been the Fitbit of the Week, and we'll see you next time.
We're back. Dr. Rob is actually going to run me through a really short circuit that golfers should be doing how often a week?
If you were doing this 3 times a week, that'd be pretty good.
Pretty good. In addition to being active out on the course. So it's equally important to be in the gym, mobilizing, strengthening, in addition to golf.
Absolutely.
You're not just getting
Not
disagreed.
just playing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, and we're going to be doing 2 movements for each kind of portion of the body.
Pretty much.
3
So
sets
it's going to be
of
a full
10.
body workout. We're just going to try to break it into different little sections. But yeah, 3 sets of 10 in each circuit.
All right. Sounds good.
So the first exercise we're going to do is a ball squat with a band. And she's going to take the band, put it around her knees. There you go.
And if you don't have these at your gym, they have like the pull apart bands. You can just tie them together too and use that as well.
There you go. And you'll just get that flat against your back, and then you would just do a squat so that way keep the ball against your back so that you're going to keep good form. You're not going to let your knees go forward. And as she's going down, the legs are going to come out a little bit, and you are going to work your hip as well.
Okay, so 10 of these.
10 of those.
10 of these, okay.
And then we would jump to 10 of the side shuffles, so you can immediately jump to that. If you want, you can put those down around your ankle. It's going to make it a little bit harder on you. There you go. Just 10 each side. So the next exercise we're going to do is a 1-leg straight leg deadlift, and she's just going to use 2 10-pound dumbbells here just because it'll give her a little bit more balance. So I'd have you come back up, good, and forward. If this feels like balance-wise you're kind of off, you know, you can just do a 2-leg. Let's show a 2-leg real quick. There you go. So that way, the main thing, just make sure you're keeping your back straight. If people do deadlifts wrong, it can cause a lot of issues. Okay, and then the next one will be a back lunge. You don't have to use a weight if you don't want to. So for starters, probably don't use a weight, but once you get a little more comfortable with it, you can go up a little bit. Good. Good there. Now, a more advanced version, once, like if you're back here, you can take and rotate to the side, then come back up. That'll good.
Okay.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
So the next exercise we're going to go over is LXTs. We're going to start getting into the shoulders now. So she's going to have the band in both hands and her elbows tucked into her side, and then just take, perfect. So we have her do 10 in this direction, then next arms up, and then 10 out, perfect. Does feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you'll go across the body, and the other way. Okay, good there.
Okay.
And then we'll do scarecrows as well, so we're going to work on some rotation in the shoulders. So she's going to take, she's going to bring the arms up, then she's going to rotate up, hold there for a second, then rotate back down, then bring the arms down. Start with a really light weight on these. It's harder than it looks on this.
Yeah.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is a 1-arm chest press and a 1-arm row. So you can either use a band, or if you have something like this at the gym, you can easily use one of these. And then she's just gonna take, push the arm out, and back. Good. Then turn around, and then you can just grab it with the opposite hand. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good there.
Okay.
So then you can just take and just pull back. The last one we're going to do are chops, and chops are going to be really good for rotational power. So we're going to do this in 3 different ways. So the first one we're going to start with it low, and she's just going to take and rotate and pull up. Good. Now you can grab that for a second. I'm going to raise it. I'm going to bring this up.
And we did a video specifically to these exercises last week, so make sure you check that out on our short video channel on YouTube.
And with this one, same kind of thing, except arms are out, then just rotate across the body. Good. Now we're going to raise this up to there. And now this one you're going to be pulling down. It's going to be more your downswing. And with these, make sure you're doing both sides as well.
So that was a short circuit that we just went through. How often a week should we be doing a circuit similar to that, Dr. Rob?
We could do that about 3 times a week. That'd be pretty good.
Okay. In addition to golf. Like we said before in the beginning, just because you're golfing outside doesn't mean that's all the exercise that you need. You're probably going to need to do circuits like this.
Of course.
Yeah, especially beforehand. And then for each of those movements, making sure that we're doing them on both sides.
Both sides, because you don't want to create more muscle imbalance.
Mm-hmm, definitely. And then we're doing 3 sets of 10.
Correct.
Correct?
Yeah.
For
And we'll
each
just kind of
side?
switch back and forth between the first 2 exercises. Then you'll get to the next block and you'll do, those exercises as well.
Okay. Well, hopefully that circuit was helpful for you. We will see you next time.
To submit a question, watch a past episode, or to find out more about the Springfield Wellness Center, check us out on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or find us on Instagram, or check out our show website at wellnesslab.tv.